You are watching Radio Rakeem's Artist Access.
Access granted.
How y'all doing, man? I got a phenomenal show for y'all. I got some dope artists in the building tonight. First up, I got my girl, Kayenne Nebula, in the building. She about to perform for y'all right quick, and then later on we're gonna come back and interview her, get all in her business and talk about what she got going on right now. So y'all stay tuned. We got Kayenne Nebula about to perform right now. Your access has now been granted.
As the blood flows, the cuts heal, the ashe grows. They say walk in your light, lift up your purpose, lift up your fellow beings, see the unseen, pray for the lifeless, meditate with the spirit, meditate away the drama, call up the ancestors from the ground, keep the protection of juju around your neck. Don't let them come incorrect unless they come ready to get checked. Walk in your magic, stand in your power. Every second, moment, hour, be eternal peace until you transcend. Then go from Orun to Aye and do it again. That Ashe is growing. I see it in your eyes. You question your spiritual leaders. Why? You question yourself, but the knowing is what you were taught to fear. But if our ancestors didn't pray, we wouldn't be here. Knock 3 times and call on their names. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. Those worried souls that can't seem to rest. Walk like you got 10,000 walking with you because you do. Oh, I can see that Ashe growing in you. That Ashe looks like warrior pride. That Ashe looks like healing. That Ashe looks like that baby's been here before. That Ashe looks like you've been born with a veil. It looked like those spirits your pastor prayed away. Oh, after the slave trade, we forgot the original way. Some died on boats, others died on shore, but some fought to make sure we knew our roots. Walk in your truth. How hard was it for your ancestors not to become strange fruit? That's why I love to see that Ashe grow in you. When I speak, you see light. When we pray, spirits take flight. Can you feel it in your feet? Getting goosebumps in your chest. See, I'm not trying to sugarcoat this energy, be correct. Some may come for what I speak and others may fear what I seek. But I guarantee you this much, this walk wasn't made for the weak. And after you finally take heed of everything I say and do, you would understand why I love to see that Ashe growing in you. Ashe.
What y'all wanna do? The fuck y'all wanna do? $sign check. It's me, that ignorant imbecile with a mental full of instrumental fuel. You niggas experimenting, fool. Get schooled like a group of fish. Houston, bitch, soup the lunatic / Hoover crib, cross your chest with crucifix and hope to die. Nerves cry cause every word sly. I cock back the hammer and let them birds fly. Give your ass a third eye, put a tunnel in them. Now you got tunnel vision, shouldn't have been fucking with them. Look, Texas Trilly, and clearly I'm jiggy. Like to listen to Pac spit with the spirit of Biggie. Bang with the spirit of Snoop, covered in orange. Make you running like Florence, pockets lumpy as pores. My mojo back, got hoes that wanna shag. She ain't got on no clothes, but she still got on her swag. We fuck like we making the porn. She my baby cause she naked as the day she was born. My idea of happiness has been tainted and scorned. And green miles of pot, got my brain tied in knots. I'll sit in the cage before I side with cops. I live a life of crime and stack piles of guap. Violent, product of my environment and foolish. No one I ever looked up to was a positive influence. Just gangsters, hustlers, pimps, players, and max. Paint swingers and lax, bangers and slinging crack. Now I'm a maniac. Why these nerdy niggas blogging? I run up on them and rob them for their personal belongings. Welcome to the Terror Dome, snatching cell phones and herringbones. Pull out steel, nigga cough up that pull out grill. This black gag confiscating your LeBrons and your snapback. Strip niggas down to their ass ass crack. My flow gruesome, hoes coming twosomes. These niggas using cliche phrases, I coin new ones. Don't think cause I ain't blue yet, nigga, I been nice. I'm well suited for this rap game. I got pinstripes, rappers on thin ice. I'm loading up my gat, rolling up a batch, you smell the odor in my lack. And that's before I opened up the sack. I'm about to get baked like a potato, a loaded one at that. For my piece of dough, I'm rolling niggas flat. Steamroller down your block, counting Gouda around the clock. Never ever ever find soup around a cop unless I'm getting arrested. It's never in question. I thank God every day for every blessing. He humbles me with every lesson. Real talk, but off the spiritual note, my lyrics is dope. Niggas hear it and quote, bitches hear it and soak. Critics bicker and boast, pistol flicker and smoke. Nickel zip or a bow, instrumentals and drove. Before y'all pinch my game and switch y'all slang, remember, this my thing, I'm in my lane. I ain't a southpaw, but call me paw in the south, because I'm fathering styles with my remarkable style. Now, what y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers. What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers. What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers. What y'all wanna do? The fuck y'all wanna do?
Welcome back to the Artist Access with Radio Rakeem. Look, y'all just seen the Queen perform. Welcome Kayenne Nebula to the platform. How you doing, Queen?
Well, I'm happy
Long
to
time.
be here,
Long
first
time.
of all,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Last time I was with you, we was on the radio
was on
show.
the radio. We done
And we
stepped it up a
still
little
was
bit.
doing big, and now I
Yeah.
done walked into this shindig
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
And I'm like, we doing it bigger now,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm happy to be here, and I'm grateful for the invite, you
I'm
know,
glad you
and
was
many
able to come.
blessings on
Yes.
everything that you do.
Thank you.
Ashe?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what's up, man. Hey, I told you, man, that poem, your voice sound like I told you, like 1,000 ancestors is coming through all at one time. I'm talking about
Ashe.
it's powerful. You hear me?
Ashe.
I'm telling you, man, I love it. I don't know if you remember, I told you this last time. When I first moved out here in 2017, I first met you. I went to, your Baba had an event. It was called All Souls Day.
Right, also
And
stay.
I think he was giving his daughter, he was
Her
giving
Essentaye.
her name or whatnot.
Right,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
Essentaye. Mm-hmm.
And you performed before I went on stage, and you was performing. I said, man, she gotta be from New Orleans. I heard it all in your voice. I heard it in the words you was using. I said, she from New Orleans. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And after that day, I had been looking for y'all on the purchase scene. I ain't see y'all for a minute until I saw y'all again. And then I finally stayed kind of in touch with y'all, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. But I want to go back, like before you came out here to Texas.
Ooh,
Like, take me back to New Orleans. Like, how was
Lord.
how was it growing up in New Orleans, and how did you even start to do music or poetry from the very beginning?
So, man, that's woo.
Yeah.
Y'all don't start looking and Googling stuff now. So, I started off, my passion started in music. It actually started in hip hop. You know, I grew up in New Orleans. My dad was over Untouchable Records. He was the
I
CEO
remember.
of Untouchable Records.
Yeah.
He had artists like LOG, with Y'all Be Having G's,
Yeah,
We Be Having Soldiers. You know,
Yeah,
everybody in the
yeah.
city knew, you know. We had Miss T, which they call her, we call her Twelly, but everybody
Yeah.
call her Miss T.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a lot of artists that came out of New Orleans that's big now.
Right.
Mia X
Right,
was on my
right.
dad's label. So
Yeah.
I watched hip hop as I was growing up, you know. Everything ain't always what it seems, though.
Right.
It looks like money and it looks good, but I watched my dad go through so much with
Right.
the artists because he had a passion for it. He had love for it. Music was everything for my dad. You know, he started with dropping beats, you know, and went from beats to he got some money and was like, nah, I'm going to do something big for my people. And he poured so much into the artist that he never really watched what he was getting back or watch out for his back, you know? So, you know, things happen. I'm not going to get into details, but things happened to where he kind of fell off. But my dad inspired me because music was all I had, you know?
Yeah.
So when I got on the mic for the first time, yo,
What year was this?
I want to say I was like 8 years old, you know.
Okay.
And so I would watch Twilly and them write their hip hop and stuff like that. And I was like, write me a rap. I want me a rap. So she did. I can't remember my first rap, but she wrote it for me. And I spit it on the mic. It was all cute and stuff. But then I was like, no, I want to be serious about this.
Yeah.
So my daddy said, you so spicy, girl. You just so much. You like Kayenne, right? So
Wait a minute.
my first name in poetry comes from my hip hop name growing up in the city. So I was called Kayenne.
Your daddy gave you the name Kayenne?
My daddy gave me the name Kayenne.
Yeah.
They used to call me Hot and Spicy. Well, one of my homegirls always called me Hot and Spicy. It was always Kayenne the hottest, you know.
Yeah.
So I grew up with that name in hip hop, and I've done songs. I've done songs with major artists. You know what I'm saying? I still have stuff that's locked up in the vault that haven't came out in hip hop, but things happen and things change. And so I got into music a lot more. I actually got into the band. I started playing baritone, and then I started for parade season. You know, parade season was big in the city. So for parade season, I played baritone, and then for concert season, I played clarinet. So I went from treble to bass clip, and my passion was into music then. I ended up being the second lead in on baritone my year graduating, and the co-captain in the band.
What school was this?
This was Carver.
What?
George Washington Carver, baby.
Yeah,
We had
yeah.
over 100 and something marching band members. And I was a female in the baritone section.
Yeah,
They called me B-Tone Shorty, and I did my thing. But music still was my passion. And then, of course, I'm a fast forward. Katrina hit. When Katrina hit, it was more like it stopped just being something to have fun doing and to be known by, and it became a healing process. So it transferred from me doing hip hop into actually feeding my soul first. And then I realized that I can help other people through my words. So I started using my words in poetry to do release and to help other people release. But then that brought me on a path to my spirituality.
Were you doing poetry in New Orleans?
I was not doing poetry in New Orleans. I was doing hip hop in New Orleans.
Okay.
And it was a little gutter. That's why I was like, don't Google me now.
Once you got out this way.
Poetry came when I got to Houston.
Okay.
And one of the people that actually brought me that way was Punkin from Pluto
Okay.
at 7th Spot. She was like, I heard you spit. Your sister told me you spit. Meet me at the Poetry Lounge, and that's it. And when I first got there, I met Nikki the Kid. You know, I met Khalid the Future.
Yeah.
I met Fluent One. I met Outspoken Bean.
You met the legends off when you
I
first got
met
out
from
here.
the door.
Yeah.
I met the legends.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
And so I had no other choice. Pinky. You know, I had no other choice but to be great.
Right.
You know, so it was like, you know, I gotta match this energy that they bring in. But I was like, I just feel like I want to do more. I want it to be a release for me, but like I said, I want it to be a release for the people too. So how do I tap into this? But I ended up meeting, after all those beautiful people, I want to say the greatest person that I met was Lyral.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because it was a conversation that we had inside of it was the Jamaican, one of the darn reggae spots that we were eating at, some Caribbean food. And he just blew my mind away with his knowledge of like spirituality. And I think at this point in time, he was like in the Hebrew camp, right?
Okay.
So we ain't gonna say nothing. But his knowledge blew my mind away. And I was like, I have to search deeper and find out the meaning behind who I am. And my journey started in spirituality right there.
Okay.
So my poetry started to flip. Everything that I became is started from just those times that I've spent with them legends and my dad and Lyral. Just like those people started to build me and mold me into who I am. And after that, it was just me and the ancestors. Like, I need y'all to guide me on what I need to do now. You know?
So did Katrina move you out this way? That's what got you out here in Houston?
So I am here via Katrina.
Via Katrina. So you came out here
because of
05,
Katrina.
And you've been out here ever since.
So I went to Dallas first, and Dallas was a little too slow for me.
Right. I've been telling my folks about that. Look, I'm saying, man, look here.
I was like, man, you can't just come from New Orleans where you don't even know when day and night is.
I was in Dallas for a little while. I was in that. Now, Dallas was nice because I just like, it was just clean and everything was new.
It was beautiful, but it was too slow. I was going to lose my mind out there.
Right. I feel you.
I stood in Dallas maybe about a year. after that, I was like, I just have to find somewhere else. I didn't want to go back home because I wanted to move from home
So
anyway.
what made you come to Houston?
I had my sisters were here in Houston. My dad was here in Houston because he came out from out of New Orleans with Katrina here, but he went to Houston. My mom went to Dallas. You know, we're going to follow Mama.
Right.
But I was like, Mama, I can't. And she loved it because it was just so peaceful for her. Her money increased.
That part.
She was like, oh, yeah, I'm staying here. I don't know what you going to do.
But for artists, though, it's like, nah, this ain't it.
I was like,
This ain't it.
I can't. So when I came here, it was lit from day one. Like, we were going party at this place called Breakers. Don't even ask me about it. It might be in the newspaper, but we're going to keep moving, though, right? But I came here, and it was it was faster than Dallas was. It wasn't New Orleans, but
to me,
it was faster,
it's like New Orleans on steroids, like, you know what I'm talking about? That's what I mean,
the only thing is, it's like New Orleans when you need a car.
Yeah.
Because in New Orleans, we ain't need no car.
Right.
We could get anywhere in the city whenever we wanted to without no kind of transportation. Either you going to walk there, you can walk to the ferry to get to the West Bank, you can walk uptown, you can walk...
I say like New Orleans on steroids because it's just so much going on.
It's so much. You got just to get to another side of the city, it could take you 2 hours.
It's a ride, dude. Look, everything is like 30 minutes apart. You know what I'm talking about?
So it's like, you have to make a choice. Am I going to do everything on the southwest side of Houston today? Because if I go on the north side, I'm staying there tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's big, but Houston is growing in the entertainment industry anyway. They already introduced all this funding and stuff. I think it was a couple of years ago where Sheila Jackson Lee had this conference at the Ensemble Theater. And they talked about all the money that they were about to dump into the music industry and the theater industry. So the money is here. So they already talked. They had a 10-year plan on the growth of Houston and changing everything around the face of Houston. And it has been happening. So the money is here. I mean, if anybody decides to come get money, you could definitely run down here and get it, especially in entertainment, you know?
Yeah. Now, before we take a break, all right, I know you are into the EFA. Like, when did that part come into play once you got out here?
So that part came into play through poetry. I just started meeting different people from being on the scene in poetry. And so I've always been connected with Voodoo, but I never really got into it deeply. One of my readings said that I would go to Orisha first anyway. And so I'm not Ifa all the way because I haven't been initiated into a priest of Ifa. I am a priestess of Orisha. In that culture, I started to connect with my ancestors first. And connecting with my ancestors, the dreams started and the energy of seeing started. A lot of things that I was experiencing as a child spiritually, it started to make sense to me again. Instead of people saying, oh, that's demonic, or you need to pray that away or get away from it. I was like, you know what, I don't want to pray this away. I want to see what this is. And when I started researching who I really was and where we really came from, then I started seeing that our practices were not demonic. But you're going to make something seem demonic so you can run people away from their power.
Keep you from that.
That's your power. So
if
if I run them from their power, they won't have a way to be free. They will stay slaves. So in coming to the culture, I started learning the goddess inside of myself. Right? The Orisha inside of myself, right? I started learning who I was and what my ancestors had placed forward for me. So that started to remove my fear. And when I removed my fear, I removed my shackles. So one of the things I teach people, like that poem you heard, Ashe, I want you to learn how to find your Ashe. I want you to learn how to find your power, because Ashe is the universal life force energy inside of everything. So if I teach you what your Ashe is, if I teach you who your ancestors are, if I teach you who the spirits of nature in the universe is, I can help you to remove your shackles. Not teach you, not be over you, not be your pastor or your priest. I can teach you how to find the divine God or goddess inside of you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be under me. I want you to grow in who you are. So now you have a choice whether you want to stay in shackles or you want to walk in this light.
Right. Y'all heard the Queen? Look, we got to pay some bills right quick. The Queen will be back, but up next, performing for y'all, we got Red Kid. It'll be performing when we come back from break. Y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access with Radio Rakeem, and this is Kayenne Nebula. We'll be back in a few.
to Houston, north side, south side. Love. Every day is a struggle. Without struggle, there be no progress. Give you a piece of the puzzle until you see the object. Don't believe, just try, then we achieve our best. Spread your wings, let's fly. The time we leave our nest. MCs are out of touch. They perceive our less. A state of mind. The threat here to shine. Who's next to raise the mind through these next phase in time? The rules as resurrected, I'm next in this line. The rules never neglected. Get blessed when I rhyme. It's for whoever gets special. Don't let them stress you on the grind. Live life like it's no tomorrow. Either you're working or you hustle or borrow. What is purpose for what is work? I think your pain and your sorrow. This is for all those names that I wrote down. Lost souls now found. Don't slow down. Soon you'll be receiving your crown. It's going round and round like a merry-go. So here we go. Tired of hearing the same old songs on the radio. My life's bright like a rainbow. When it's song, I'ma let it show and let you know the heaven's close on schedule. My flow's extra like terrestrial. The devil don't let us go. It's the intellectual telekinetic flow. Injecting those more things with metaphors. So check your peripherals for weapons exposed. My soul owes the Rockadita shell toes. 9-4 club rumors. We were swinging elbows and the reefers already rolled. But the teeth was coming slow. Now it's time for new dreams, new goals. Freestyling over beats. I shine when I roll. Now we on to the next. Brick jungle writing songs on the set. 9-6 when I form the threat. And I sworn to protect my society. Much respect for the higher me. I'm blessed to provide for my seeds. My flesh free through the eyes of the weak. But I bet they see it's the God inside me. I just breathe, immortalized when I speak. We must teach truth at all the lies and deceit. Get organized in the streets. And niggas that need to squeeze and get this peace. We fortify with the heat. Fortify, nigga, please. The beast got millions of troops. And what they really won't do is shoot his noose. So what that leave you to do? The rules invest in the spiritual energy. My divinity is given to me through alchemy. The study of my spiritual chemistry, the remedy. Which focused on the penalty. The formality is actually distracting you from your reality. So there's more galaxies with habitable planetary systems. Which would accept the bullshit they hand to you. These politicians want more salary. And the less for poverty is anarchy. But I'm a star seed, so call me the God MC. Never divorce me, of course, forever a part of me. Heaven's authorities, the author of me. Your new world order, sort of a sorority. So pardon me. You niggas lost degrees off the course indeed. The industry been killing me softly. I niggas lost their cheese. Why the people still at war to be free? Nigga. Rules that rule.
Get the audition out here. Hey, turn it up a little bit. Hey.
Dark Side made this.
Yeah, gang. Yeah. Said I want the gang banging in the violence. I be with my niggas, you know that be wildin'. I came from the slums, you know I ain't hiding. They say I'm a victim of all of this. Double back with a halo. I guess that nigga, his face gone. I be somewhere that they can't go. So my advice that you should lay low. My nigga caught up, he was deep in the street. They speaking on me just because where I be. If you wanna beef, I put you out of sleep. I stay in my bag and I'm playing for. Ran down on a nigga, he won't make a peep. I told her, you niggas stop playing with me. He get more distance, so I say I'm a villain, so I let it be. You cannot come close to me, that's where your hoe should be. You getting mad, but you really a joke to me. Feeling like Jodeci, I got the problem. Smoking that, I can't lie that shit. I came from that black, you play it, you wet. I dropped the addy, you know where I'm at. I'm spending that night trying to catch me a head. Don't say that you homie, you know that it's cap. Smoking gelato, she should grab the photo. She stalking my IG, hit her with a follow. She tryna fuck with the game, that's the motto. We passing her around like a blunt, she a thought of. Her nigga got mad, he going out. Pull her to the crib just from the bed. She told me I'm fine and she fuck with the tag. He spun but he missed, so I told him spin. Said I'm with the gang banging in the violence. I be with my niggas, you know that be wildin'. I came from the slums, you know I ain't hiding. They say I'm a victim of all of this. Double bed with a halo. I guess that nigga, his face gone. I be somewhere that they can't go. So my advice that you should lay low. My nigga caught up, he was deep in the street. He's speaking on me just because where I be. If you wanna beef, I put you out to sleep. I stay in my bag and I'm playing for ran down on a nigga, he won't make a peep. I told her, you niggas stop playing with me. He kept on dissing, so he on the teeth. So I let it be. Hey. Wake up, get bread. I don't want the pussy, girl, give me the head. They riding my way till I'm come get your mans. Pull up to the party, but I do not dance. She out the molly, some shit I can't stand. They call me a goat, they can't do what I can. I roll up a blunt and pass it to my mans. I'm on my body, I don't need a hand. She wanted my luck, cause you know it's no other. My gun just like me, cause you know it's gon' stutter. Said I'm in the best, looking out on my brother. I'm trying to get further this shit in my life. I'm posted where to cut it. When you see my bell, go blast it. They wanted to smoke, now I'm bringing the thunder. No speaker on the gang, I'm gon' put you under. Gang banging in the violence, I be with my niggas, you know that be. I came from the slums, you know I ain't hiding. They say I'm a victim of all of this. Double bad with a halo. I catch that nigga, his face gone. I be somewhere that they can't go. Some of my advice, they should lay low. My nigga caught up, he was deep in the streets. They speaking on me just because where I be. If you wanna beef, I put you right to sleep. I stay on my bag and I'm playing for keeps. Ring down on a nigga, he won't make a pee. I told her, you niggas stop playing with me. He kept on dissing, now he on the T. They say I'm a villain, so I let it be.
It's a model on a track. Okay, let's go. It's a model on a track. Hey, shout out to my north side clique. Shout out to my south side clique. Shout out to my west side clique. Shout out to my east side clique. Shout out to all my people making money. Shout out to all my hustlers making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my bosses making money. Okay. North side on that ass. East side on that ass. West side on that ass. South side on that ass. It's a model on the track, a real Florida girl, and I got it like that. I'm shouting all my haters and my grinders and my bosses. I'm really with the shit. Don't you see my eyes gloss? Big boss shit. It don't matter where you from. Get it how you live, bitch. I'm number one. Big bang roll, bitch. I'm coming with the stacks. Cross ice up with the bag full of rags. Shout out to my north side clique. Shout out to my south side clique. Shout out to my west side clique. Shout out to my east side clique. Shout out to all my people making money. Shout out to all my hustlers making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my bosses making money. North side on that ass. East side on that ass. West side on that ass. South side on that ass. I'm on my Gucci shit. Real boss status, I can take a hit. Ay. Money stay higher than a flame that's lit. It's money in my city, I'ma make that shit. Ayy, I'm on my ones and twos. Flipping that bread and serve it back to you. Ayy, I'ma run up a check. My drip so icy that my money stay wet. Ayy, shout out to my north side clique. Shout out to my south side clique. Shout out to my west side clique. Shout out to my east side clique. Shout out to all my people making money. Shout out to all my hustlers making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my bosses making money. North side on that ass. East side on that ass. West side on that ass. South side on that ass. All my people making money. Shout out to everybody making money. Shout out to all my grinders making money. Shout out to all my bosses making money.
Welcome back to the Artist Access. I'm your host, Radio Rakeem. I'm here with the young talent, Red Kid. How you doing, young brother?
I'm doing good, I'm doing good.
That's what's up. I like that song, man.
I appreciate it.
I just met this young brother. I had the pleasure of watching you perform like 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah.
And your performance was dope. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I invited you on the show, you feel me? Yeah. So how long you been doing your music, bro?
Since about like 7th grade. Yeah, about like 7th
Okay,
grade.
you've been doing this thing for a minute. So you born and raised in H-Town?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but what?
I got Louisiana in me.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Louisiana, bro?
Pleasant.
Okay. That's where you from?
That's where my people from.
Okay. But you was born and raised out this way?
Yeah.
Okay. That explains the music, you know what I'm talking about? Not to say Houston ain't got the music, but I can tell the flavor, you know what I'm talking about?
This is fly.
Yeah. So how long you been doing music? Like you was doing the music like since you said 7th grade?
Yeah, well like
That's what you gotta find.
I started making my own music in 7th grade.
Okay.
I've been into music so I was like a baby.
Okay.
I wasn't able to talk when I was into music.
Yeah.
And then like the major.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So you got do you have any albums out right now or something you're working on?
Yeah, I got an album out. It's called The Future Beholds.
The Future.
The Future Beholds.
By hoes.
The Future Beholds.
Beholds.
Yeah, Beholds.
Okay. And where can they find that album at?
On all platforms. Everything.
Okay.
Apple Music, Spotify, and any music app. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of producers you have on this project?
You said
Producers. Yeah, that made the beats and whatnot.
I'll be finding the producers from YouTube and go to
Okay.
BeatStars.
Yeah. I do the same thing too.
He got potential.
Yeah. What kind of songs you got on the project?
I got songs about my life, songs about what I want in the future.
Yeah.
Some like love songs and heartbreak.
Yeah. Okay.
And some songs when you just feel like nobody around you.
Right.
You just feel alone.
Right. So you got music for
And then it
you
stays
got
on
life
Facebook
music,
where you can
reality
share it
music.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are some of the inspirations that people you listen to, like you know what I'm saying, that some of your
Then it's
people
gonna
that you
post it.
that inspire you to do music, whatnot?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Young Boy fan.
Okay, Young Boy.
I mean, Young Boy, he be
Yeah, I like Young Boy.
his pain song. His pain song be helping me.
You feel that? You relate to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I got 2 rappers that died, Juice and X.
Yeah. You talking about Triple X?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was a diehard fan for X.
Okay.
I cried when he died. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel you. He probably was like to y'all like Pac was to us, you know what I'm saying?
Respect your price.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. So do you have any shows coming up that people can come check you out on?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm working on it though.
Okay.
I was calling
How
myself
did you get
doing a
plugged
podcast.
at the show that we did that Sunday? Who plugged you on with that
It
event?
used to be
My
popular.
partner
I
right
used to do it just
The
on
homeboy.
Facebook,
Yeah.
doing Instagram.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Jay Khalid.
Jay Khalid. Jay Khalid, come out here, man. You hear shit. You know what I'm talking about? Shit.
He's a
Might
good
as
host.
well.
Yeah. You can come stand in the middle, bro.
Right.
I met both these young brothers 2 Sundays ago. They both performed. And
Yeah,
they was dope, you know what I'm talking about? So I had to invite them to the show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He the one that got me on there actually.
On the show.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
it was supposed to be just him, not me.
Right.
But
So he looked out and got you on the stage.
yeah, he was. Yeah. He was like, I should perform, and I was like, this your show though.
That was up.
Yeah.
Right. That's real people shit. That's real people shit. So how long you been doing music, bro?
Man, since they can hear me.
Yeah.
Man, since I was a little baby, man. I started at church.
Okay.
But as far as making my own music, producing and stuff like that, I say about 2019,
Yeah.
2018 really. Like
Okay.
2018.
Okay. Are you on his project?
I'm not, but we do got some songs that we made and stuff like that that's gonna be out on the way.
Yeah. Well, what about yourself? You have any projects out that's right now they can check out on Instagram?
I don't have any projects, but I do have singles out. I just dropped a single sometime, was it last month, called Sing About Me. The video coming out real soon,
And it
so you know what I'm
it's
saying? Y'all go tap
press.
in on this.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, look, man, give out your Instagram right quick. You know what I'm talking about? Where can they find y'all at on Instagram?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at _RedKid _REDDKID.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
You can find me on Instagram at YHE.J.
Yeah. Y'all be looking out for the young brothers, man. They got some nice music, man. Look here, we're gonna pay some bills right quick. Y'all stay tuned to the Artist Access with Radio Rakeem. Your access has now been granted.
It's hard to look, huh? Nah, I just fucked up. Cause look, I'm waiting for the on guard. I'm like, do I say the on guard? Or is he gonna come in? I'm ready. I got nothing.
Hey, what it is Cocaine Carter, man. My live performance 40 ball December 16th, all platforms, man. Drummer boy. Oh, it's good. It's good. Coke in the mother. I dropped the 50 ball on that pussy, boy, like it was that. Don't get caught in that cross. If I order the blitz, then you know that it coming. He said it was smoke. I sent him a wood, told him man something. Cause I'm playing for Keith. Oh, you know how I'm coming. I dropped the 40 ball on Sam and Jay yesterday. I did the AP, I told him going tidy the other day. Cause I'm in my bag, showing my ad, this how I play. Who? Me? Yeah. I found a wave on these niggas. I used used to serve on the block in the rain, now I get paid for beats. I used to trap on the beat. They said it was cheaper to keep it. I ran away from that toxic ass bitch. That shit was killing my energy. They tried to disturb my image. Even said I fell out for a minute. I went and dug me up a bag. That shit was part of the image. No lie, that shit came independent. That advance I blew on the pen. I had to buzz down the whole game. Just traded your life for a whole chain. Bro, niggas should not go to war, man. He tried to beef with a goat. Now look at that boy on the floor. I know he won't do it. I know he won't do it again. I know the 50 bottle on that pussy, boy, like you nut. Don't get caught in that cross. If I order the blitz, then you know that it coming. He said it was smoke. I sent him a wood, told him man something. Cause I'm playing for keeps. You know how I'm coming. I thumped the 40 ball on Sammy J yesterday. I did the AP, I told him going Cotty the other day. Cause I'm in my bag, show him, yeah, this how I play. Me? On guard, nigga. I ain't been counting the motherfucking building, nigga. December 16th, I'll play on this.
Good work, nigga. Good work, nigga.
Stop it.
We have been given this platform for a reason. So I'm using it for the glory of his name and not for my personal adornment. See, I was sent here on an SOS mission from the Lord, saving souls across his land, guiding them back towards him as a reimbursement of my praise, letting them know that I too have been exactly where you are. Once afraid to leave my trials and tribulations, now standing before you as a survivor, look, I've been there. I was afraid to let go, but God reminded me that he is here for me whenever I am ready to come back home. See, I serve a forgiving God, a loving God. I serve a God that is worthy of all my praise, but don't get me wrong. This mission that I am on is definitely not an easy one. At times it sends me back to a time of uncertainty, but then I hear a voice that whispers to me, letting me know that he sent me back to this place, not for me to dwell in the test, but to gain confidence to share the testimony. And this will be the story of how I make it over she. It's the female soul of her African descendants, standing in stride of extreme abuse and oppression based upon the faulty perceptions of racial immortality. They call her the mother of civilization, one who recognizes her weaknesses as well as her strengths. She is the helpmate, the soulmate, the right hand, the better half. She is the ancestor, the creator, the forebearer, the origin, the procreator, and the source. She is her sister's keeper. She is her mother's child. She is the pink ribbon that dances in victory across that midnight sky. She is a leader, a teacher, and God's fighting warrior. Who is she, huh? She is whoever you need her to be. Your high expectations, your good days and bad. She is also your worst headache. A diamond in the rough, trying to become the shoulder that you cry on at night. Half of your team who brings her own independence to the table, creating something stronger within you. As she impacts your future with positivity, she is a natural born leader, taking a stand for what she believes in, becoming the CEO of her own company, fighting to be the lead in the place, still seeking to be the class president from your childhood. Who is she? Who is she? She is a goddess. She is a queen. She is your mother, your sister, and your closest of friend. She is the epitome of black excellence. She exudes all that black girl magic. She is and always will be that black girl that rocks. Madame Shantell, I'm out.
Every day I'm black, but right now I'm blackity black. I'm young and I'm gifted, I am royalty, that's facts. Every day I'm black, but right now I'm blackity black. I'm young and I'm gifted, I am royalty, that's facts. babies how to rock the throne with melanin magic. I hope that you catch it. Say melanin magic. I hope that you catch it. We'll rise higher than the sky. We can have it all. Answer the call. Descendants of the key, fighting for us in the ring. Tapping the ruach within, and see the glory keep coming, coming, coming. Say we be getting paid and we elevate. Keep it in the blood like it's in the stage. Breaking all the curses, we are changing up the game.
My skin ain't my sin, it's my ticket in. I was built to win, blessings from within. Multiply by 10, and I grin and show diamonds in the face of those who chose to hate. Cause I know my flesh made out of the same thing that made space. The greatest elements compose my DNA. So no, you won't get a sad song out of me today. Or no day, and in no way, cause I know my power. Unless it's go live, better rope will never touch my collar. Will not touch my queen, better not touch my seeds. I'm the one that leads, the one that trespass gon' bleed. They should leave us be, let us create in peace. And watch the whole civilization start to rise like yeast.
We'll rise higher than the sky. Higher than the sky. Say we can have it all. Answer the call. Descendants of the key.
Welcome back to the Artist Access with your host, Radio Rakeem. I'm here with the phenomenal Felicia Shantell.
Hello.
Formerly known as
Poet Goddess Feet.
Goddess Feet. Yeah. She had to change the name for us. She said she wanted to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I had to mature a little bit. I had to mature.
You had to mature? You call that maturing?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
Because
you feel like the goddess was your ego? That was the ego stepping out?
For me personally, it kind of was. I mean, I'm still that person.
Yeah.
But I've evolved into who I truly am.
Okay.
And it took me to have to take myself away from everyone to finally focus on me.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, last year I was going through it mentally and spiritually. So I had to kind of get to myself a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, look, man, I'm glad you could make it on my platform.
Most
I had
definitely.
the honor of doing my last performance of last year with you at your show.
Yes.
Which was a dope show.
Man, I'm so excited about that.
Right, right.
We did a lot of great things for a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Working with the Santi Foundation and helping those children to have a happy holidays, helping some families, and because one of the families was actually in the building that night.
Oh yeah, I met her.
And
Yeah.
being able to make someone's family just a little bit more happier. It's not, because I put it like this. Christmas is not something I personally celebrate, but my mom always raised me to always want to give. And I remember when I was a kid and how my mom struggled to make sure that we always had. It wasn't the name of the holiday, but it was the spirit behind it, of what me and my little sister loved so much, and the fact that we didn't know who all put stuff underneath the Christmas tree. We didn't know that.
Right.
All we knew was that there was stuff there.
Right.
And as I got older, I started realizing it was the people in the community.
Right.
And I told myself when I was younger, I wanted to do that.
Same thing. Yeah, that's
And I'm able to do that.
Right.
I'm able to do that every single time for when it's coming back to school time, giving back to the home, whatever it is that I can actually do to give back towards my community. That's what I'm here for.
That's what's up. Now you also ended out the year last year. You did your first play.
Yes.
With the kids.
Oh yes.
Tell me about how that went.
That was a little bit draining.
Okay.
Working with 40 children.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, half of them were Hispanic. So I don't know Spanish. I don't know Spanish to save my life. However, the play itself, it allowed the children to see something different, bring them into something that they're not familiar with. Because not only was that my first play I ever wrote by myself,
right?
Because before that, I've been with a poetry group since 2012 called Poetry Productions.
Right.
So being able to step away from my team members to finally do something by myself, which is writing a play, directing a play all by myself. And my director at the Boys and Girls Club, shout out to Miss Takita, saying, I'm gonna trust you. She didn't read the play afterwards to make sure that it was appropriate. The fact that she just trusted me.
Yeah, yeah.
and trusting me with the kids, knowing that they was going to do the absolute best. Their parents trusted me.
Right.
So being able to just say, hey, I'm finna teach these kids a little bit about who I am.
So what was the play about?
Well, it was about the spirit of the holidays.
Okay.
I wrote the play based upon the book Miracles on 133rd Street by Sonia Mazzano. Those who don't know who she is one of the longest lasting cast members of Sesame Street, the Hispanic lady from Brooklyn. So I wrote the play based upon that. I just changed around the characters a little bit, but it still stayed the same meaning. And it was all circled around a roast. And how before all the adults was complaining and everything, but it was the kids that said we need to bring the spirit back.
Right.
And to have these kids play not just the children, but also the adults too, allowed the kids to see what their parents actually do along the holidays.
Right.
But it was a chance for the kids to show the parents who were sitting in the audience, hey, mama, it's okay. Daddy, it's okay. If you don't got it, let's come together with our neighbors. Let's do something together.
Right.
So that play meant a lot, not just to the kids at the school, but to the community as well. To the point where they was given an appreciation by Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Okay.
So that was pretty big. To have these kids don't even know one thing about receiving a certificate from the mayor of Houston, to the point where they can go home and say, Mama, I did that.
Right.
That's all that mattered to me.
That's what's up, man. You do a lot. You do a lot, man. You got a show coming up on the 11th, right?
Yes. Now that's completely different. That's completely different from the kids stuff.
This
for the grown people.
This for the grown
This
folks.
for the grown people.
Yeah.
This will be year 6 of me doing a night of romance.
Okay.
And this year we kind of took it away. We're doing the same thing we kind of did last year, which is with the poetry and rhythm and blues music.
Okay.
So we have some of the dopest poets actually on the erotic side of life. Love music, love poetry. We have Rain the Poet, That Fellow, Fluent One, and Mystique.
Yeah.
And then for the R&B side, we have my boy K. Drews, Chosen. He was on your show the other week. We have a young man by the name of D. Jamari Rise. As well as we're gonna have the one and only singing DJ Ray.
Okay.
So we're gonna be hosting it together, which it's kind of new. You know, because a lot of people know for me to be hosting events with my girl Lady K.
Right.
This time we're doing something a little different.
Okay.
We're trying to have that male and female, type of thing. They all know me for like being so serious and trying to be like, ooh. Well, they trying to get me out of my comfort zone. They want me to joke a little bit, so they're gonna try to be getting me out of my comfort zone next Saturday, which I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that.
Yeah. So when can they go to buy tickets for the show on the 11th?
You can go to Eventbrite. You can go to Eventbrite. It's going to be a night of romance, poetic rhythm and blues extravaganza. Make sure you get your tickets. It's starting off at $20, but I guarantee you we're going to have some of the best food. We're going to have drink specials all night. We got beautiful sections going on. We even got bottle specials going on that night. So come on out. We also got a band.
Yeah.
Yes, we put together. We used my homeboy LA. He is a poet. He's been doing this thing for ages. He is a musician, and he also works with Darius Savannah. I think their band is called the Fame.
Okay.
So he kind of connected with other musicians, and they're going to be our house band for the night. So we got live music, R&B music, poetry, you name it, we got it, honey.
I might have to pull up. Look, I might have to pull up and be a special guest
Come
performer.
on now.
You know what I'm
Come
talking
on now.
I was supposed to be on the card, but I was supposed to be in the Walnuts performing.
Yeah.
But I might just be here. So I might have to be a special guest performance.
If you in town, come on through. We're going to have you. We're going to take you on.
Yeah. So look, man, this is Felicia Shantell, formerly known as Goddess Fee.
Hello.
We're going to pay some more bills right quick, and we'll be back with all of our performers for the night. Y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access, and your access has now been granted.
what up, family? It's Johnny Coco, and you're rocking with HJS TV.
Hello, family. This is your girl, Mia.
And Mr. B.
Coming to you with the Now What Show. Listen, you guys, we're so excited about what 2023 is going to bring us. Listen, we want you to invite some of your friends out to join us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That's what's up. Can't wait to see you.
Yo, what up, family?
Welcome back to the Artist Access. Man, we had a dope show tonight. This is my girl, Kayenne Nebula. I said Kanye.
Hey, I'm crazy like him. We said the
same
birthday, I think we said the same birthday.
Kayenne Nebula, she did her thing tonight, man. Give the people your IG information where they can follow you and stay tapped in with you, what you got going on.
So I might chop and screw this, y'all, so don't judge me, okay? Because I just recently changed the thing.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, it is IYAORIYANGI. So I got that right that time. Oriyangi on Instagram. Or you can probably find it under Kayenne Nebula. You can Google Kayenne Nebula because I am a national.
She's Googleable.
That word he used.
Yeah.
I am a national performing artist. You can find all my CD, Juju or For Ashe, on all major titles or all major access under Kayenne Nebula, Juju or For Ashe. So you can Google me. You can also download my music from anywhere.
Yeah. Now, do you have any shows coming up that they can come check you out?
So what I do have coming up in the future is actually something spiritual, which is a full moon drum circle dedicated to the Orisha Oshun.
You do that like every full moon,
I do it every full moon. It's by our park. By the Shape Center off Live Oaks in 3rd Ward, Houston. It is for the family. It starts at 5 p.m. We're going to be doing meditation. We're going to be doing drumming. We're going to be giving honor to our ancestors, bringing offering to our ancestors, and praying for blessings throughout the year of 2023. Just asking for the manifestations of our ancestors and the spirits around us to work in accordance to our agreements and for our growth and our better lives, stuff like that.
What started you doing the full moon thing?
So the full moon drum circle started with Baba Ifalade. It was we've been doing it for a long time. It's called Congo Square Houston. What we did is we wanted to bring a piece of New Orleans here with us because we have Congo Square in New Orleans. But we wanted to bring Congo Square here. So we have that space where we can do the same rituals, the same dances, the same drumming that our ancestors did in Congo Square to communicate with each other. So there's rich history in what we're doing. Right. It's rich history in why we chose our park too, because of the Shape Center with Baba Deloitte and the work that he does in the community. It is very sacred. We're bringing a part of Congo, Africa, here to the United States by way of New Orleans. So, it's something that is rich in tradition and culture, and it's something that is healing and needed in our community.
Dope. So look, man, y'all follow my people. Y'all follow Shantell, Felicia Shantell on IG.
Yes.
Y'all follow _ Red Kid and his homeboy. What's your IG right quick, man?
YHE.J.
Yeah. Y'all stay tuned next week for the same time, same place. And like I always say, once you own your now, you have already won. We'll see y'all next week.
What is it, the 11?
Yeah.
You interviewed me before with it. When
I've been drinking, smoking for a while, just to take away the pain, baby. Take away the pain. It's hard to stay sober when you're trying to keep sane, keep sane. In my head, trying to pull me under. I've been up since 4 a.m. trying to find some comfort. I've been sensitive to the fuck shit. A lot of people that let me down, so I don't trust shit.
People change, I have different strains on my body. Gotta find some shit to numb my pain and numb my body. Life's been hella tough, that shit be hard for you to swallow. I've been high for days and drinking vodka out the bottle. Working like a slave only just to see $1. But I can't with my struggles, keep my head above my collar just to get away. Said I just need to get